Dara Khosrowshahi has actually bought more shares of Uber.
Xbox, Twitter, Uber,
Postmates,
Netflix, MoviePass,
Google,
Facebook, eBay,
DoorDash,
Apple, Amazon, Airbnb,
The Apptrepreneur. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and if this is your first time here and you happen to like this video, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and ring that bell notification for notifications of new uploads. We upload on a near daily basis, but sometimes we do 2 videos, sometimes we do 1, sometimes we do 3, we have live streams, we have so many other things, talk about rideshare, gig economy, streaming wars, once in a while video games, so, you know, it's always great to be subscribed. So anyway, let's talk about this very interesting story, because I don't know what this says about the health of Uber or the future of the company. We all know that Travis Kalanick, the founder, one of the co-founders of Uber, who was the CEO for a long time, seems to be losing faith in the company. Either that or he needs money for his new kitchen endeavor. And has sold, by this recording, about $900 million worth of stock in the company. Almost $1 billion. Like, at first it was $500 million, then it was like over $700 million, now it's like up to $900 million. I wouldn't be surprised if he will have sold $1 billion in stock before the end of the year. I wouldn't be surprised. But one story that popped up today that is very interesting, because while that shows the former CEO kind of giving up control of the company, the current CEO seems to be digging in, because he has actually bought up to $6.7 million worth of stock. And that's a story that kind of makes me go, So, Uber Technology CEO Dara Khosrowshahi just disclosed his first open market purchase of shares of the ride-hailing company. Khosrowshahi paid $6.7 million on November 18th for 250,000 Uber shares, ticker Uber, an average per share price of $26.75. By the way, of this recording, Uber stock closed at a little over $29, so he has already made some money technically on paper. He now owns 1.53 million Uber shares, according to a form Khosrowshahi filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Other shares Khosrowshahi owns were acquired through awards of restricted stock units and not all have vested. Uber declined to comment on the transaction and didn't make Khosrowshahi available for comment, which is probably a good idea considering his interviews recently have not been very good. Khosrowshahi has been CEO of Uber since September 2017, and his purchase is only the second insider purchase of company stock since Chairman Ron Sugar, that's an interesting name, bought Uber stock on November 8th. Uber stock was priced at $45 when it came out, but it obviously has fallen. And it closed at $28.03 the day he made this purchase. And then they talk about, you know, how he came under fire. Now, this is kind of an interesting one, because here's the thing. It's not unusual for founders of companies to constantly be buying a little bit of stock of their own company. They usually do this because they're controlling the company. They don't want to lose control. And even Travis Kalanick, he maintained control for so long because he had stock shares that were super-powered shares. For every share he owned, he had like 10 votes as opposed to an average stock, and he owned like millions of those things. So he knew the value of stock. What's interesting about Khosrowshahi is that there's been a lot of discussion about his future at Uber. Is he going to renew his contract after it expires? Will the board fire him? And I have to admit, I don't know what this stock purchase means. It could mean a lot of things. He could have seen the stock going low and decided to buy a bunch of shares to help prep the stock up. That's one thing he could have been doing. This could be like a show, like he's showing confidence as a leader that he's buying his own stock, and that will impress investors in hopes that they will invest. That's one thing. Also, he could be thinking, and maybe he knows something we don't know, that Uber stock will improve quite a bit, and he wanted to get some shares while they were cheap. It's possible. That's definitely a possibility. And the third option, this probably seems the most likely, at least to me, this is my opinion, of course, he might be feeling a little vulnerable in his job position right now. He might want to stick around Uber a little bit longer, because here's the thing. If he gets fired from Uber, or if he leaves Uber early and the company is not in good shape, it's going to be very hard for him to get another job as CEO. It's going to be very hard. So he might be buying a little bit of stock here and there so that he becomes a bigger shareholder. And the bigger shareholder you become, the more your voice matters. Also, the harder it is to get rid of you. He might be preparing for his future. I don't know. This is fascinating. This is absolutely fascinating. Because, I mean, I know that when there was that controversy with Papa John's, where Papa John Shatner, whatever his name was, when he was like basically fired from the company, he had made it known that he wanted to retake control of the company, and the company initiated a poison pill policy that diluted the shares of stock. So even if he bought like a bunch of them, he'd have to buy probably more stock than he had money to really take control of the company again. So CEOs doing this is not uncommon. And when Michael Eisner was going through that whole Save Disney thing, he bought some additional shares of Disney because, ironically, while he was being threatened to be fired for having such a poor performance, the Disney stock wasn't doing very well. So he bought some stock to try to, hold on to that power. And that's why I think that's personally why I think this is what it is. I think he's preparing to be fired, so he's trying to secure his future at the company. On the other hand, again, the stock has gone up. He might be buying some stock to show confidence to Wall Street. Hopefully other investors will follow suit. And he might be intending to sell this stock because this is his personal stock he's buying. It's not the company restricted stock. He can sell this stock whenever he wants. And, I mean, personally, if this is what he's doing, it's kind of what I do on Black Friday. With Black Friday, I go and I usually pick up like cheap video games that are popular for $30, $35. I buy a bunch of them. They're usually a few $100s, but I can sell them all, and usually for a $10, $15 profit. And so I make my money back, usually almost double. That could be a situation here, although again, I don't know. This is just very interesting. The stock is doing better today. Like it went up like almost a whole $5, so good for them. And there are analysts who are insisting that it's a unicorn waiting to unleash. I don't believe it, but it seems like Wall Street's starting to believe it. So this is an interesting one. I'm truly at a loss for why he's doing this. And I don't even know if this is good for the company or bad for the company. If he knows something that we don't, like maybe some insider trading, which is illegal, by the way, and would surprise me, by the way, if this is what was going on. Yeah, he might know something we don't know. Maybe there's a deal on the horizon and we're going to be really surprised. Or maybe he's just trying to buy some job security. Or maybe he's just trying to make a quick buck. Because when CEOs buy companies to their own stock to their own company, usually other shareholders follow because it's like that's like a vote of confidence. Very interesting. So, yeah, this is... I'm kind of curious. What do all of you think he's doing? I would love to know. So, comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly, and you get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, if gas prices are just getting you a little annoyed, check out the Get Upside app below. It's totally free, but you get cash back on every gas purchase. And, as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.